Alright, Tubes, it's another engine night here, and then we've got a little dirt bike,
Hey, Tubes.
little racer.
Hey, Tubes.
We got Mike over here,
How are you?
Daddy dirt bike. We got a full house. Ain't had us all together in a long time, but the reason we're making a video is because over the last couple months, we got a whole lot of new subscribers, and they've never seen this engine except on our buddy Destin's channel, and they didn't get a chance to see it run. So we're going to show it off, and I'm going to have Mike do a little explaining what we did to this. Mike, go ahead. Let them know what this actually is. It's called a 4-cylinder Briggs, but let them know what it started out as, Mike.
Briggs & Stratton never made a 4-cylinder engine in this style. This is a homemade combination of 4 Briggs & Stratton 6S engines from the 1950s era, and what we did, Road King and I, was to cut them down, change them, modify them in such a way, and then weld the blocks together, combine the crankshafts and combine the camshafts to make it operate like a 4-cylinder engine. Combine the oil pans, so it's got one big oil sump, it's got one crankshaft, one camshaft, custom made intake manifold and exhaust manifold, and it's also fired by battery and coil through a distributor, unlike the original magneto setup. In making it distributor driven, we obviously had to this is an original blower housing or shroud from a similar engine, a 6S or a 5S, and you can see that we had to extend the shroud, almost double its original depth to accommodate the drive for the distributor. There's a few parts that are no longer in the engine, like flywheel, governor, things like that. It's mostly a display engine. It wouldn't. It's not really intended to be used for anything really, other than just to be an interesting thing to look at and run. So give it a start real quick.
Okay, let's point out a few things here. Like this here is a 1926 Chevy Distributor.
It's made by Delco Remy, but yeah, exactly, it would fit a 26 Chevy.
Want to grab one of them engines, Bill? And we'll show them exactly what this started out as. What we actually had to do, Mike he put each one of these engines on the mill, and this is what it started out as. That thing right there. And what we had to do was cut each one of these engines down and mill it to get them together, and even shorten the heads a little bit.
Yeah, we had to pretty much lose all of this here, the rear bearing, this casting here, cut a big hole in the side of the block, remove the front plate, modify the front of the block a little bit, and mill a square surface that would be perpendicular to the base here, and then...
Right, so pretty much almost a half an inch all the way up to here was taken off.
Right.
And put back together. And then this is where the original oil fill was. We got rid of all of them and put one up on this side here.
Yeah, well, it's actually a dipstick now.
Right,
yeah, exactly.
Right, it's a dipstick.
So we, drilled a hole and then welded a threaded fitting in there and made our own dipstick.
And then you have the cooling shroud here. What we did was we extended it and made one big cooling shroud there. Another thing, a lot of people think this thing runs hot, but it actually runs cool because we have air coming in from this side and another big fan on this side, and they converge in the middle and blow out through the middle here. So it actually cools more than a standard engine. And then even with the exhaust pipe, we had to combine the exhaust pipe and have them all coming out here. And the intake, we used one carburetor because we thought it would work better. Instead, we don't think it would have looked right with 4 carburetors, and that one carburetor works pretty good.
It looks more factory with one carburetor rather than having 4 hanging off of there. And the carburetor's the Lordo carburetor off of some small moped scooter thing.
Probably over some 50cc or something.
Exactly, yeah. So.
But anyway, that's what it is. A lot of work went into this, but it really didn't take us too long.
No.
I'd say maybe 4 months. I think we started in November and ended in February.
Exactly. Yeah, not all that much time. We had experience because we had made a 2-cylinder before, so combining the crankshafts and the camshafts was kind of something we were familiar with. It was more of extending that. The distributor drive took some time. The manifolds took some time. So yeah.
And this fan belt here, we actually in this box down here is where we have the battery, a buzz coil, and actually a starter generator. So
yeah, there's like a 12-volt like lawn tractor style starter generator, so we can usually start it, and it charges the battery when we rev it up a little bit to a decent RPM. It will recharge the ignition battery.
Right.
So.
And we actually have a key starter here. Why don't you see if it runs, Mike?
Okay then.
All right, Mike, shut it down. Actually blows a little smoke because it's been sitting here for what, 4 or 5 months, Mike? Since the last show?
Well, let's see. What's his last show? In October, and it's now
Yeah.
February, so yeah.
Yeah. And besides that, we did put new rings in there, but we actually haven't run it long enough for them to even break in, so.
No, they haven't really bedded in yet. I mean, we don't put that many hours on it. It really, it's show hours is all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know.
Yeah. Actually, once it runs for a little while, it doesn't smoke at all once it warms up.
Well,
It's
yeah,
up.
once the pistons expand a little bit, it's a little bit better. Yep.
But that's it. You know, we wanted to do this just for the new subscribers and everything, and they were asking Destin over there at Smarter Every Day. You know, they wanted to see it run. So there you go. All right. What do you say, Mike? Enough of this?
Enough of this. Take it
All right. See you guys. Say goodbye, buddy.
All right, see you.
There you go. There you go. Goodbyes. All right. Oh yeah, and don't forget go check out our Patreon page to help us continue building these engines and making these videos for you guys. We'll leave a link in the description and probably a little button at the end of this video. Alright, thanks a lot. Thanks for all your support.